Now, DaNaia girl, when I said I wished you the best, when I said that I hope for big things for you in the future, this is not what I was talking about. Ma'am, listen, you've probably heard by now, DaNaia Jackson, it came out, I think yesterday or the day before, that she was selling these workshops for women surviving infidelity. For one of them was 2 payments of $495, and the other one was 4,997 American dollars, right? That is for one-on-one coaching with DaNaia Jackson. This comes on the heels of the infamous interview that many of us watched. It brought me back to YouTube because I talked about the interview and all of that, and people were up in arms about it, and rightfully so. Now listen, like I said in my last video, I expected DaNaia to do something with her platform, and I expected her to do big things with her platform. And the reason why I say this is because she was the brain behind Derek's platform, right? Her ex-husband, or soon to be ex-husband's platform, right? I believe she wrote the damn book, to be honest with you. But, you know, her selling books and t-shirts and things like that, I expected her to do those things. I expected her to, at some point, you know, maybe mentor other people and stuff like this. But ma'am, she literally just, I mean, it hasn't even been a good year since that man, they're not even divorced yet. You have been in this relationship with this man for 19 years, and now, you know, you're coming off of it for a couple of months. There's no way, and listen, I'm not God, but I find it highly unlikely that you are fully healed and equipped to help someone else. I know she has a master's in theology and all of that. That's not my lane. But like, when professional therapists who go through like 4, 6, 8 years of school, who you know are constantly getting recertifications and constantly educating themselves on new innovations in, you know, mental health issues and personality disorders, when those people exist, these people exist for much lower prices. And I mean, if you're like me and you got insurance, your insurance may cover it. You might just have to pay a copay. I mean, if you don't have insurance, it's still a lot less expensive. When these professionals exist that are trained in the field, why am I giving someone $5,000 who literally just got out of their relationship? And listen, I'm trying to be kind here. I'm not here to drag her or anything like that. But at the same time, like, girl, you know, like Jessie Woo said yesterday, it's starting to feel like a scheme that Todd set up. It's like Derek's empire is falling, and so now she's just like, I'm gonna capitalize on, you know, these same broken-hearted women who are looking for husbands who, you know, are Christian women, whatever. I'm gonna play on their emotions now and get all of the money that was going to my husband, my ex-husband. That's what it's given right now, and I don't like that. Now, I felt like the interview with the Dear Wifey podcast guy was more of a moment for her to redeem herself, to tell her story, and things like that. But like, it seems like what she did is took this moment to tell her story and to play on the empathy and people who can relate to her, to play on them and to, you know, capitalize from it. And I don't like that. And like I said earlier, you know, in the last video, there are certain things about DaNaia that I can certainly relate to. Definitely not passing by the chick who was about to jump on the eggplant that I just jumped off in the hallway and being cool with it. Definitely not that. I am way too Sagittarian for that. I am way too Sagittarian to watch a video of my man having sexual intercourse with another woman and then acting like I know nothing about it. Like, not going full Sagittarius up in that house. Like I said before, windows are busted, like somebody going to jail and somebody going to the hospital. So that I can't relate to. You know, no judgment, DaNaia, because I understand, you know, your story is your story. But what I could relate to with her is having a self-esteem that is low enough that you will accept and allow yourself to be treated in ways that you do not deserve, right? And feeling like you are not enough and you have to do, you have to overextend yourself to get love, right? Or get treated with respect, right? And you know, like I said before, isn't for me, it was more so in platonic relationships than romantic, but romantic relationships too. I can relate to allowing a man to play with my mind so much that I have just literally, I don't know whether it's day or night or the sky is blue or green or if I'm coming or going. I can relate to those type of things. So for those reasons, I can have empathy for her, I can root for her, I can want the best for her, but girl, this right here is just, ma'am. Like Tyra Banks says, we were rooting for you. We were rooting for, I was rooting for you, girl. And then you turn around literally days after this interview aired, when everybody is still talking about it, like still like feeling sorry for you and you know, wanting to embrace you and cheering you on, and this is what you do. Now, the Healed Boot Camp and all of that was up on her website yesterday, but when I went and looked today, it was gone. Should have screenshotted it, but shout out to Madame Noir. I'm reading this from Madame Noir. It says, the boot camp gives heartbroken individuals tips on how to overcome the deep-seated pain caused by infidelity and being hot and provoked to anger by their, quote, affair partner. Looking for a little more guidance on your healing journey? Jackson has you covered. If you have the cash, for a cool $4,997, you get enrolled in the Healed, that's an acronym, one-on-one coaching program that helps harm lovers turn their pain into profit. All right, my battery died, and where did I leave off? Listen, I noticed that my couch pillows were quite askew in that last clip. I'm not re-recording it, so it'll give the folks something to talk about, I guess. You know, if you want to throw shade, you know, you could say your couch pillows was raggedy. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to this. So, yes, the course that she was offering was 2 payments of $495, where you can turn your pain into profit. She will teach you how to turn your pain into profit. So basically, DaNaia is going to teach the girls how to scam the girls, right? Like she is trying to scam us. And then the other one was one-on-one counseling for a smooth $5,000. Actually, $4,995. Now, they've both been removed from her page, I'm sure, because of the backlash. She was probably advised to do so and go sit her ass down somewhere. I don't know why they were removed, but something tells me it wasn't because she had a change of heart, right? And, you know, I have so many issues with her offering this course. Now, listen, I don't follow DaNaia on a regular basis. Like if she shows up in the blogs, I might run to their page, but I'm not her audience. And particularly when she was, to me, spiraling out of control, like I don't want to see that. I find it weird for people who follow people who they don't resonate with, who they don't, you know, who is not their lane, or who they don't even like, to watch them, you know, sometimes have emotional breakdowns, or to watch them fail, or whatever it is. Like, I don't understand that. Some of you guys are weird. There's somebody watching this video right now who's probably doing the same thing, right? So yeah, I never followed her because, again, like even in her fully healed self, I would never be her audience. But if she shows up in the blogs, I go and look at her page or whatever. And I do remember when the divorce was announced, I went to her page to see if she said anything about it because nosy. And I just remember her having that, what the fuck, what was that? Something fell, scared the shit out of me. Anyway, I do remember her having some type of heal boot camp where she was working with women who were overcoming infidelity. But I thought it was weird then, but I thought, you know, her and the dude was working on their marriage and all of that, right? So that's my first issue with this. We got to remember, like, she would have still been with that man had that man not asked her for divorce. She literally said that in the interview, right? She would have still been with that man, taking his abuse and still out here putting curses on everybody. Like, and I don't remember who said this, but somebody said she should have been putting that curse on her husband's peen, but she would have been still out here fighting for that toxic ass marriage. That man completely depleted her, like I said before, drove her freaking crazy. And now she's out on the internet embarrassing him and embarrassing herself. So he has no use for her anymore. So now he asked for a divorce, and a couple of months later, you're trying to help other women? No, ma'am. I expected her to do some type of, she's in the church and the ministry. I expected her to do some type of mentorship, but I expected it to happen way later. This woman is not equipped to offer counseling to anybody, psychological counseling to anybody. This is why we have therapists who have been trained in that field. But, even if she had, and this is what I wish she would have done, maybe taken her audience through her journey of healing and, offered a couple of tidbits here and there and, did all of that. And then maybe talked about her work with therapy. And then maybe if she said, you know what, therapy has helped me out, so I think I'm going back to school to get, my master's in whatever, right? In counseling. And then maybe, I expected that years down the line if she was going to offer some type of therapy section, especially for $5,000 US. You guys, I have a big issue with these relationship gurus, some of these coaches, all of that for this very reason. Because what we do is we get on the internet and we play on the vulnerabilities of other people. Spiritual coaches, some of you too, right? You play on the vulnerabilities, the pain, the personality disorders, the mental health issues and all of that of people. You seek out people who are seeking validation, who are seeking healing, who are seeking that, all of those things. And you take their money, and 9 times out of 10, you don't have the tools to help them. And don't get me wrong, I have utilized coaches, online for certain things. I will in the future. There's some people out there that do some great work. But when it comes to healing traumas and, dealing with childhood issues and all of that, I think we need to focus on getting the professional help first and then go see the business coach, right? Then go see the, the wellness coach that will help you lose the weight or, whatever it is, right? The money coach, because even some of us, deal with money funny because of trauma. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm like, did she play us by coming on this platform to, spill her story, and then she knew she was going to capitalize on it? Or did she see the positive response and was like, oh, I'm gonna make some money from this? Again, she has said it. She was the brains and behind Derek's business, right? So this is what she has been doing for the longest, long before we knew who she was. Like I said, she's taken the courses down. She's now got her Holy Girl, merch. She's got, the clothing rental program. I think that's an affiliate program with someone. She's got the $30 book. Not mad at any of that. Like, I feel like a YouTube platform that she can monetize on would be really great right now. I'm not mad at sis for making money, but for charging this type of money to offer counseling for an issue that you clearly have not healed from yet is problematic as hell. No shade to the coaches and all of that, but the reality is some of you should not be coaching certain people. I'm hoping some of you are moving in integrity, and when people are coming to you for help and you notice that there's something deeper, that you recommend that they seek some therapy or, seek the help of somebody who can truly, assist them, right? I'm not mad at the retreats. I'm not mad at, like I said, the coaching and things like that, but we have to do these things with integrity. This is why I'm struggling even with this channel, because one thing I wanted to do, or I had started doing, was sharing my health and fitness journey. I've lost about 60 pounds. I feel really good about it. I like sharing, the things that I'm doing, the workouts and stuff like that. But when people started asking me, like, certain things that made it seem like they were looking for a coach, it made me very uncomfortable, right? Because I'm not equipped to do that, right? Yes, I did it, and I'm still not equipped to do that for anyone because I'm still on a journey. I still struggle. You know what I mean? I can share it with you, and hopefully you can learn from it, but I cannot, sit someone down and create meal plans for them and do that kind of stuff. Like, I could probably capitalize on some stuff like that, but I couldn't do it with integrity right now. So yes, be leery of these coaches. DaNaia girl, again, I don't wish any bad on sis. I'm not her audience. But like Jessie Woo said, it's giving a scheme that Todd set up. And I'm wondering about what's the Latarius, the Dear Wifey podcast guy, like, I wonder how he feels about this. Was he in on it? Did he call her and be like, girl, come on my show. We gonna talk about it. We gonna get the views and then you could turn around and make some money. Like, was he in, or was he like, God damn, I brought this girl on my podcast. He probably didn't say God damn because, he's a church man. But anyway, he was probably like, I brought this girl on my podcast to help her tell her story and to, help her redeem herself. And then she going out here and scamming the girls, right? I looked at her website just now. I think what she's doing right now is cute. Yeah, sell the t-shirt, she's selling the Holy Girl bonnet. She need to sell one that says Helmet of Salvation. I would buy that one. Sell your merch, sell your book. I'm not even mad at a little course here or there, but ma'am, my good sis, you are not equipped to counsel anyone, okay? Because like I said, had that man not realized that he had gotten everything that he can get out of you and you are of no use to him anymore, you would have still been right there again putting biblical curses on the internet for saying that your man is toxic. Put a curse on his peen. Thank you very much. Anyway, you guys, that's all I got for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.